to Pakistanis stand revoked, and all Pakistani nationals under those visas have been asked to leave within 48 hours. Now we are being told that all visa services to Pakistan are being suspended with immediate effect. That means no Pakistani can now apply or will receive a visa to travel to India. All medical visas will only be valid till the 29th of April. So all those from Pakistan here on medical visas to India are being asked to leave within the week. We've also been told that all existing visas issued to the Pakistanis stand revoked, which I also assume will mean that they're being asked to leave as soon as their visas expire. Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to confuse the issue, because the big ticket you took out last night, most probably from the press conference after the Cabinet Committee on Security met, is the Indus Water Treaty. Now, the Indus Water Treaty and India's decision to hold it in abeyance is a very major in principle development. And the reason I say it's in principle is because if you held the treaty in abeyance, you can potentially change the terms of the conversation and the waters. Remember, Pakistan gets almost all its waters from the Himalayan rivers. That's geography. Okay. But this is a 2-year, 3-year, 5-year impact on Pakistan. This is not a tomorrow, day after, next week, next month impact on Pakistan. Because the treaty has been held respectfully by India for 80 years, we have not built other than run-of-river projects on these rivers, the Beas, Satluj and others. So we do not have the canals, the reservoirs or the dams to, in large scale, shift water from flowing into Pakistan and divert it to either reservoirs, dams or tributaries as well as rivers in India. So if you in principle made a decision, the only thing you've actually done is say that, okay, we are opening ourselves to an impact that will be felt by Pakistan in the next few years. This is a huge consequence in the medium term, but this is not avenging the deaths in Pahalgam tomorrow, day after, next week or next month. So I don't want to get lost in the Indus Water Treaty for show for that reason, even though it's a big ticket item. I want you to watch out very carefully, and the government of India is not using these words, but I am free to. Enemy aliens. All Pakistanis are being told to leave India within 48 hours or 1 week, including those who are here for medical treatment. These things only happen when something big is about to go down. Okay? Which is why enemy alien laws, now they have not been declared enemy aliens. That's why I'm saying it's my terminology, not the government of India's. But which is why enemy alien laws exist in countries all over the world, including ours, that foreign nationals from a country that we are suspecting to have hostilities with are being asked to vacate, failing which they may most likely face detention. So I want you to track these developments more carefully, because they are the prelude to something. The Indus Water Treaty announcement is an in principle decision which has a medium or long term impact. These smaller developments, which might seem innocuous, visa, cancel the defense attaché, send him home, they seem like smaller developments, but those are actually the more serious developments. Let me open up this conversation. Joining us on the broadcast, Colonel T.P. Tyagi is with us, Adit is joining us, and Group Captain Augustine is joining us. So, Group Captain Augustine, let me pick up from the conversation we were having last evening to where things stand today, and let me just draw the timeline of events. And I'm going to, for reasons I've already stated, leave the Indus Water Treaty from this, because that's not an immediate operational matter. But we are being told that all, my words, enemy nationals are being asked to vacate the country within 48 hours. All armed forces attachés in the Pakistani High Commission are being asked to leave by 29th April, which is a week's time. The Indian armed forces are on high alert, and the Prime Minister of India, whom I take very seriously after having observed him for the past 12 years, he's not a person who speaks emptily, has just said we will pursue them to the ends of the earth and they will face consequences they cannot imagine. What is this suggesting to you, sir?
See, I picked up the same thread that you picked up, that military attachés on both sides have to leave, which has normally that doesn't get invoked so easily. I feel this Indus Water Treaty is I mean, like you said, it will have a long-term effect, of course, but it is more like a red herring so that people discuss about it till cows come home, where on the ground nothing much is likely to happen for simple reason. Our Water Treaty involves much more rivers per se, because all of them don't come in confluence and become Indus. In our land, it becomes Indus in their land. So that includes Chandrabhaga, beyond Ramban, and many such rivers which go into Pakistan. And like you correctly said, some have diversion and a little bit of water that we can hold. But post 1960, the accord that we signed, we really didn't work towards joining these rivers together to bring it down to Indira Gandhi Canal and down to probably into Rajasthan. So that work is like, at least I would say, at least 5 years down the road, if not more. But what is really of consequence here is getting the military attachés on either side back. And once military attachés come in, and who will further get recalled, I really don't know.
Okay,
But
so again,
on top of that, I
yeah,
just
what is
would
this
like to add.
indicating, sir? I mean, what puzzle pieces? Because like I've said, you ask, and my words, not the government of India's, my words, you ask the enemy aliens to leave, all of them, including their citizens. You ask the military attachés to leave. You put all your armed forces on alert. We have no public information if reserve deployment is taking place or leaves are being cancelled. I don't know that, and I'm not going to share anything if I happen to know unless it's been publicly announced. But what is it indicating?
So likewise, I mean, I probably know more, but till it comes on to someone comes and announces it, we are not going to talk about it. That I mean, it's an unsaid rule. But I'm connecting two dots which came out publicly. One is military attachés and military personnel who are in the embassies getting recalled. Obviously, they'll also recall theirs. And Modi ji's speech in Bihar in the morning. That was and the hardest speech that I have seen in his tenure. And he said it in Hindi as well as in English for the international audience. So he is, I mean, this is in the diplomacy or Kutniti mein, this is the first piece that moves.
Yeah.
The first, a pawn that moves forward to
It's
garner the
as
international
clear
support.
now. We no longer in our terminology use declaration of war. So what you've received is a declaration of intent, and he's not minced any words. And like I said, you can choose if you're sitting somewhere in Pakistan to say, this man is just talking, hawa mein baat ho rahi hai, or you can choose to take